Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Monica. I like to post anti-MLMs, that's anti-multi-level marketing, and some true crime content here on this channel. So if any of that interests you, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love for you to stick around. In today's video, I am bringing you anti-MLM content. So of course, just as a disclaimer, this video is for entertainment purposes only and just my opinions. Along with that, it is based on the research that I have done. Please always do your own research and just keep in mind that some of the information may change depending on when you're watching this because I'm filming this in July of 2021. Shout out to Amanda MC here on YouTube, who is another anti-MLM content creator. If you do not follow her channel, I highly recommend going over there and watching her videos. She hasn't uploaded in a bit, but if you're looking for some binge-worthy content, highly recommend checking out Amanda. But in addition to that, Amanda had contacted me and sent me a reel, an Instagram reel that she had pop up on her page, and I had the same exact one pop up on my Explore page, but I didn't click on it, and I am going to play it in a second. But it seems like the culture of this MLM company, which is Crunchi, that's the MLM that we're going to dive into today, but it seems like the culture of the company is all about health, like a healthy lifestyle, free of toxins, that kind of a thing. So that's something that we're going to, that's the MLM we're going to dive into today. But I'm going to play the reel for you guys, and I can't play the sound because I think it would technically be copyrighted. But just so you guys know, it's the song where, well, it's the audio, but it's the beginning part of, I think the name of the song is Only by Nicki Minaj, but it's like the beginning of it when it has like the little dings going. And then at the end of it, it says, "That's weird." So let me play that for you guys real quick. Clearly, she is trying to talk about all of the issues that she's had throughout her life, health-wise. Of course, we're going to come to find out that she is all about having a healthy lifestyle now and all of that. So let me read the caption to you guys, and it says, "Friends, are you fine or are you well? Just because symptoms are common does not make them normal, and oftentimes we don't realize that living fine has just meant years of allowing disease to manifest until we're forced to address it. One way to increase your wellness is choosing to avoid daily exposure to ingredients that are documented. Carcinogens known to cause cancer, endocrine disruptors known to impact your hormones, organ toxicants known to negatively impact the function of your vital organs. Shopping clean can be simple, and the free LWM master list in my bio is an awesome place to start. How do you promote wellness in your life?" Obviously, she has that call to action there so that she can get more engagement on her post, which is normal. People do this all the time. It's good to always have a call to action. But we know that in these MLM companies, it's just a way to kind of boost. I mean, it showed up on my Explore feed and Amanda's Explore feed, so that's saying a lot. But it seems as though she is promoting a toxin-free kind of a lifestyle, which it of course ties into the MLM Crunchi, because Crunchi is also about that when it comes to their cosmetics and their beauty products and all of that. The biggest red flag that I did not know about this company until Amanda had brought it up to me, and this is one of the reasons why I decided, you know what, it's time for me to deep dive into this company, because you cannot obtain the compensation plan off of their website. In order to even see the compensation plan, you have to join the company, which I find that to be a red flag, because I think that you should know what you're signing up for ahead of time. I'm sure that if you reach out to a Crunchi MLM rep or someone who has been involved with it, that you could probably get it from them, but I wasn't about to contact an MLM rep because I do not feel like getting bombarded with constant recruitment pitches and everything like that in my inbox, because I don't have the patience for that right now. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get into this deep dive. I have seen quite a number of people praising this company, but I am curious if they named their company Crunchi with an I to target Crunchy with a Y moms or parents out there. Obviously, two different spellings, but especially because their company aligns with Crunchi moms. Some of the Crunchi reps I stumbled upon because of the algorithm on Instagram have reels talking about living a healthy lifestyle and being free of toxins, as I've already mentioned. If you don't know what a Crunchi mom is, well, never fear. I didn't know either until I had to look it up on Urban Dictionary a few months ago. According to Urban Dictionary, this is their definition. A member of an increasingly growing group of moms who are neo-hippies. They generally believe, for varying reasons, that there is something bad or less beneficial about buying mainstream products or doing other common activities in the mainstream way. You might be a Crunchi mom if you bake all your own bread, make your own jam, jelly, pickles, applesauce, etc., gave birth at home by choice with a midwife, doula, or unassisted, prefer to teach your children yourself at home instead of letting the public or private schools do it for you, grow your own food as much as possible and buy the rest at farmers markets or health food stores, are vegan or vegetarian, choose not to use birth control, don't wear a bra or shoes, don't use shampoo or soap, but instead maybe sea salt or a variety of other things, had your placenta chopped up for an antidepressant pill or smoothie, have no television in your home and actually read books for entertainment, grind your own grain to make your own bread with, did you know wheat loses about 90% of its nutrients within 7 days of being ground, don't cut your hair or wear pants, not going around half naked but wearing skirts, silly people, get your mind out of the gutter, can add 10 more things to this list that I didn't even think of. If it were a spectrum on the extreme far end, you would find Amish. However, I will say that just because someone does some of the things on this list, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're a full-blown Crunchi parent, because there are a few things on here that I actually do myself, but I wouldn't consider myself a Crunchi parent or a Crunchi mom, anything like that, because there are a lot of things that I don't agree with some of these people. But it's just to provide examples of what Crunchi parents consider to be part of their culture or way of life, I guess is what you can call it. At least this is from my understanding, and if any Crunchi parents out there want to correct anything or add something else, let us know in the comment section below. I think calling your MLM Crunchi, even if they are targeting Crunchi parents, just doesn't have a nice ring to it. You don't want to associate makeup with the term Crunchi because that just sounds gross, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. And people might think something along the lines of, why would I want to buy makeup that will look crunchy on my skin? Now that I got the explanation of a Crunchi parent or a Crunchi mom out of the way, let's get into a little bit about the company. They start off by stating toxin-free, organic, clean. These aren't buzzwords anymore. They are a way of life, our way of life, which is pretty straightforward and to the point. They do mention that because of lack of regulation by the FDA here in the US, it allows for other cosmetic companies to use toxic chemicals in their products. Crunchi says they are revolutionary because of their high-performance, safe, and toxin-free cosmetics. They do believe that they are redefining beauty and you no longer have to compromise your beauty for your health or your health for your beauty. In addition, they do have certain ingredients blacklisted from their products. But before we get into a little more about the company and the founders, let's watch this We Are Crunchi intro video by Crunchi themselves.
What I enjoy the most about being a Crunchi advocate is just knowing that I make a difference in my life and then the people around me. It's an opportunity to be part of something so much bigger, making an impact in the world in a way that I never thought I could.
Just hearing the story, hearing the mission, I knew this was like a unicorn find that people were looking for because I had been looking for it for so long. There's not a lot of companies out there that give you the opportunity to be involved, to make money, to promote them, to be a part of their business, to be a part of their mission. Honestly, it's changed me as a person, as a mom, as a woman, as a business owner.
This is a major opportunity for women. It is a great opportunity. It's a wonderful community to be a part of.
The sisterhood is unlike anything I've ever experienced in my entire life.
My favorite part about being an advocate is definitely the community. It's the community of women that I get to surround myself with.
I love being surrounded by intelligent women who have a passion for something that's education focused.
By joining this community of women, I've been able to, be a better mom and a better friend and a better wife, and it's allowed me the freedom to be home with my 3 children, and it's allowed us to have a little more financial freedom so that the burden's not all on my husband.
Now I can pick and choose days that I want to work and where I want to work.
Sometimes being a stay-at-home mom, it's as wonderful as it is, it can feel a little bit isolating, and then having this sisterhood of other women around the country doing this with me and alongside me and encouraging me is just amazing. I enjoy having a platform with a voice to educate and empower women, moms, kids, families. I love sharing knowledge with people and having everybody else have the opportunity to make those choices, empowered, knowledgeable choices for themselves. I just can trust them. And that's all I want. I want to trust a brand.
And that's one of my favorite parts about Crunchi is that they don't compromise performance versus safety.
Manufacturers can make decisions for us and then not really tell us about it, but I love empowering people that they can make those decisions.
If we don't take junk off of the shelf, they won't make junk anymore.
They have really, truly changed my life in many ways.
I'm able to help prevent disease instead of treat it in the hospital setting, which I was in for 15 years prior to joining Crunchi.
It's really just a wonderful thing to be able to know that I've made a difference, and that's really what Crunchi means to me. I can't imagine why anyone would not want to be surrounded by this type of women, building women up.
To me, Crunchi means being able to impact others, to empower women, and to change lives.
It means an opportunity to share and make people's lives better through honest products and honest education.
We are Crunchi.
Of course, as per usual, I have a few things to say about this video. You hear the typical buzzwords or buzz phrases in this entire video. They talk about making impacts and not just bettering themselves, but bettering those around them as well. I believe a couple of women said that Crunchi changed them as people, moms, and business owners. First of all, you're not a business owner. Second of all, reps need to stop crediting the MLM for making them a better or a different person. Third of all, kind of sounds a little itty-bitty cult-like, in my opinion. You did that to yourself, not the MLM. I hate that they are targeting moms because the one woman said it can be isolating in this video. I can definitely see how being a stay-at-home mom can be isolating and you crave that adult time, but being in an MLM is not the way to go. Then we had another woman who said she's now preventing disease instead of treating it like she had for 15 years in a hospital setting. Ma'am, you're not a scientist or a doctor researching how to prevent diseases. You sell cosmetics. That's a huge difference. I know where she was trying to go with that sentiment, but wow, what a reach and how insulting to people who actually work to prevent diseases every single day. Notice how not many of these people talked about selling the products. Some made a quick mention of it, but most of it is them marketing the opportunity, the sisterhood, and empowering women. Crunchi was founded by Melanie Petschke and Kelly Krusler, also referred to as Kelly Weston in some articles and on the BBB, in 2016, so it is a fairly new MLM. In the beginning, the entire operation was run out of Kelly's home, and the two women would eventually expand into what Crunchi is today. Melanie is a board-certified family nurse practitioner and has been in practice for just over 12 years. For the past 8 years, Melanie has been studying the research about potential health issues due to environmental toxin exposure. She does believe that nutrition and exercise are important to health, which I'll agree with her on that. I do think that that's important to your health, but that living a lifestyle free of toxins is also critical, which is where Crunchi comes into play. Kelly is a business and sales professional who has always been passionate about living a healthy lifestyle. She was working as a pharmaceutical representative prior to Crunchi. After cancer affected her family, she started to become more conscious of toxins in her environment and any type of ingredients that could be harmful in her daily beauty routine. Kelly did start looking for safer options when it came to her beauty products, but was constantly met with misleading marketing, and she believes women deserve quality products that perform without compromising their health, which I agree with 100%. The two women met when they had both moved to the same area. Kelly and Melanie both had children and had a lot in common. The two women had been trying to make cleaner and healthier choices for their family. They both came to the conclusion that they were struggling to find clean cosmetics, and according to one article, they said they realized they were being duped by greenwashing. If you aren't familiar with what greenwashing is, the Wikipedia definition states that it's a form of a marketing spin in which green PR, green values, and green marketing are deceptively used to persuade the public that an organization's products, aims, and policies are environmentally friendly. According to one post, they talked about how Crunchi advocates for more health protective legislation. This is because it states that the US FDA law that governs the safety of cosmetic products has not been updated since 1938. Crunchi is part of the Safe Cosmetics Leadership Circle that holds legislative briefings. I'm really disappointed that the founders of Crunchi went the MLM route because it seems, at least on the surface, that they're genuinely trying to advocate for safer cosmetics, but being an MLM just tarnishes the company's reputation since so many people are against the MLM industry and structure. As you'll find out a little later in this video, of course, this is probably in part due to the MLM reps having to keep a PV, which makes them the MLM's best customers, since they're guaranteed that specific sale, in my opinion. So what kind of products does Crunchi sell? Crunchi has makeup, skincare, body care, a bath time bar for babies, along with gift cards and swag, as they like to call it, on their website. The swag is just regular merch that is priced at what I would consider normal prices. Something that I always hate to see with certain MLMs is that you can purchase the products without going through a rep. The reason why I don't like this is because it takes away from the reps that could be selling the products. However, I do appreciate that they show the pricing on their product page. When it comes to their pricing, it's fairly high for a no-name brand. However, because they are using better ingredients according to them, I guess I can understand why the price would be a little bit higher. Their foundation has a not so great shade range and is priced at $50 for a 10 fluid ounce bottle. For their eyeshadows, which are really neutral colors, so of course there are some people who prefer more vibrant colors, but for a palette of 4 colors, it costs $48, which I think is a little high for such a small palette. The lipstick that they have, which only offers 3 different colors, is $30. Judging by the photos of the models they have, they are pretty average colors. I mean, they look beautiful on the models. I'm not going to go over every single product or type of product, but the last one I wanted to look at is the one for babies. This is supposed to be a 3-in-1 bath bar, and it's $12, which doesn't seem as astronomical of a price as their eyeshadow palette, for example. However, if you remember from the beginning of this video, I spoke about how I wonder if they are targeting Crunchi parents. Well, I believe in that a little bit more after seeing this product. It may only be one product, but that makes it easier for these mostly women or moms to shop multiple things that fit their Crunchi, with a Y, lifestyle all in one spot. Not only that, but it doesn't mean they won't add more products in the future because of course we know product development takes time. And it also of course takes money. While this MLM may seem less problematic compared to MLMs like Monat, Beachbody, Young Living, and many more, they're still an MLM, so let's look at the MLM side of things. Unfortunately, I do not have access to the compensation plan for Crunchi. This is because in order to see it, you have to actually join Crunchi. On their Become an Advocate page, yes, they call their reps advocates. There is one part where it asks if you'd like to learn more about the comp plan, but there's no link to the comp plan, just to the join page. Why can't they just be transparent and have their comp plan available for people to read ahead of time? How can you be okay with someone signing on that dotted line without having access to see what they're signing up for? The only information I have available is what is on their FAQ page and the income disclosure statement. We will now go over both of those. According to Crunchi, the benefits you receive when you become an advocate are as follows. 20% off Crunchi products on personal purchases, a website, back office, access to their Facebook group, access to training, and the opportunity to earn up to 40% on client sales and up to 10% on the sales of your team. I wonder what their training is like. Is it like all of the other MLM companies where you're on an hour-plus long Zoom call with your upline, or do they actually give you the proper tools to be successful? From those benefits, we can see that if you sign up, you get 20% off of products. And from the wording regarding the opportunity, it seems as though you can eventually make 40% in commission from sales and eventually 10% of commission from your team. I'm not sure if those figures are the same for everyone or if it depends on your rank. We can only really speculate at this point until they release their compensation plan to the public. I really can't say how much of a red flag I find that to be. Crunchi says that they don't have any monthly fees, but don't let that fool you. They do have other fees associated with their company. You do have to pay your annual fee of $40, but in addition to that, you also have to sell at least 400 in personal volume within a 6-month consecutive period. However, that personal volume includes both your personal purchases and the client sales combined. This makes me wonder if the reps are buying products just to be able to stay active. If that is the case, that's when being in an MLM like this can get very worrisome financially because it causes inventory loading. But yet again, there are more fees in order to receive your commissions. In order to be eligible to receive commissions and be considered active for the month, you have to have 150 or more in personal volume. And again, this includes personal and customer sales. Always read everything, folks, because they say there are no monthly fees, but yet here we are. It's so misleading in my opinion. When you sign people up, depending on what kit they buy, the volume from that kit does count towards your monthly requirement. Which means if any Crunchi rep tells you that they don't benefit from signing people up, they're only doing it to help people, that's a load of BS. In order to become a rep, you need to order a business portfolio, then you choose a package. The two higher packages are when the rep recruiting you does get that PV from it, and it does state that on the website. It comes as no surprise that on their FAQ page, they recommend you to purchase the biggest starter kit, which is $470 just by itself. This is because you'll have the most products to be able to show off, and it's the best deal. But for some, that might not be the best deal because they simply cannot afford it. I think it's irresponsible of Crunchi to encourage their reps to purchase the highest starter kit for a company that's big on advocating and living healthier lifestyles. That should also translate to financial health as well. If we rewind to the business portfolio, that is $29 and you'll get charged $40 annually on the anniversary of purchasing your first starter kit and portfolio. There are 3 different starter kits. The first one is $70, the second is $270, and the third is $470. Don't forget that you also have to factor in taxes and shipping, so you can easily spend over $500 if you're purchasing the largest kit. The last frequently asked question just annoys me. It asks what you can expect when it comes to training and support with your business. The response is, in addition to your upline sponsor, the Crunchi corporate team is here to help you every step of the way. We offer 2 weekly trainings for our whole community, as well as monthly leadership training at qualifying levels. Additionally, Crunchi U is our robust virtual training platform that provides in-depth courses to help you achieve our Smart Start program. Learn more about the clean beauty movement, receive vital product education, and more. This is in addition to the informational and physical training materials you receive upon enrollment. Plus, you will be joining a collaborative culture that is second to none and fosters personal growth, lifelong friendships, and sisterhood. We are empowering women to grow professionally and personally. The reason why this annoys me is because it talks about how they do these trainings, which are probably just the regular MLM trainings that we see all the time. Then it says you'll be joining a culture where it fosters personal growth, lifelong friendships, and sisterhood. Of course, they just had to end it with the empowering women. No, you are not. In my opinion, you are doing quite the opposite, and I hate that these MLM companies use women empowerment as a way to promote their brand. As I've already said, you can't get access to their comp plan without signing up, so we can only go off of the income disclosure statement for more information. What I do like about the Crunchi income disclosure statement is they tell you how many reps are in the company, at which rank, and the median annual income. That's the income we will be going over because that number will give us a better idea as to what these reps are making. At the top it says partnering with Crunchi provides a platform to educate others about the importance of making safer choices. For those available to dedicate just a few hours a week or those seeking a full-time career, become a Crunchi advocate will be a rewarding opportunity that will allow you to unleash your entrepreneurial spirit while making a difference. 2020 annual commission data. Below is a summary of the commissions earned by advocates in 2020 under the Crunchi compensation plan. These figures do not include the value of trips, recognition, non-cash prizes, and complimentary products earned by advocates. All figures are in US dollars. In 2020, Crunchi had 5,268 advocates in the US. 57.86% of those advocates received commission in 2020. So keep that percentage in mind as we go forward. With this first table, there is an asterisk next to qualified advocates, and it says qualified advocates are defined as an advocate that earned a commission in 2020. So of course, they show you the number of total advocates in the company. 3,048 of those were qualified advocates. The top 50% were 2,634, top 10% were 527, and top 1% were 53. The median annual income for all advocates is $33.60. For qualified advocates, it's $175.94. Then if we look at the top 1%, their median annual income was only $29,145.98. Then if we take a look at the 2020 monthly advocate title earnings table, of course, this is a little bit more of a breakdown because it talks about each advocate title, and it shows that they have 11 advocate titles. The top earners, which are at the legend title, make up 0.27% of the qualified advocates per month. Their lowest monthly commission earned was $9,808.05. The highest was $96,539.50. The average monthly commission earned was $26,539.25. Which means if I did the math correctly on this, going by how many qualified advocates there are within the company within the year 2020, that 0.27% translates to a little over 8 people. So I'm just going to say 8 people. I'm going to round it down because it's 8.2. However, almost 53% of people within this company are at the bottom 2 advocate titles. And the lowest monthly commission earned for those two is $149, and then the other one is $2. The highest monthly commission earned is $90.80 and $187.60. So as you can see, they really are not making that much. And that is why this MLM company is a little worrisome to me, because financially, I don't see how you can keep yourself afloat while still having to keep your PV, because as I said earlier, they said that your PV is a combination of your client sales and your own personal sales. So what if these people are, in order to get this commission, what if they're ordering that PV? What if they're spending all of this money on PV in order to stay active so that they can receive these commissions from their team or from their client sales and things like that? I don't know. It's just, I feel as though this company, there's not enough information out there yet. It is a fairly new MLM. I haven't seen much about lawsuits or anything like that yet. I mean, from what I saw, there were no lawsuits yet. But again, that means that it can happen in the future. We don't know. It might not happen. I do find it problematic that the reps are definitely targeting people within the community of, even if we want to look at moms or women who are trying to live a healthier lifestyle, who are trying to live more toxin free, from how they have the definition, the Urban Dictionary definition of Crunchi mom, about how they're trying to stay away from mainstream products and things like that, because this is just it's just a marketing tactic. That's all that it is. That's the only thing I could say about that. I did see somewhere, I don't know if it was on Reddit or where it was, but I saw someone say that Crunchi is the makeup MLM version of Young Living because of how they're trying to promote this healthier lifestyle, this more the toxin-free lifestyle and everything like that. And I can definitely see where that person's coming from, because I can definitely see Crunchi going in that direction. But I really don't understand why they would go the MLM route, besides knowing that because of the PV requirement and everything, that the MLM reps are going to be the MLM company's best customers. So I don't know if that's why they went that route or what it was, but I do think that they would have been fine doing this on their own as a regular company and not going the MLM route. I hope that maybe one day they can change it where it's not going to be an MLM, but at the same time, I will feel bad for all of the MLM reps that would lose their income or lack thereof. I mean, it would probably be good, because judging by this income disclosure statement, it seems like not a lot of people are really making all of the money that you think people make within these MLM companies. And another thing too is looking at the income disclosure statement. If you're new to anti-MLM content, don't forget that this doesn't include, just like I read in the beginning, it doesn't include the expenses or taxes, fees, It doesn't include any of that. This is just their income. So keep in mind that with this income disclosure statement, it can be even less than that at the end of the day, the take home for some of these reps. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I'm sorry that this deep dive wasn't as extensive as they usually are. My last deep dive wasn't either. But there's really not much out there yet about Crunchi. Maybe I'll revisit this again when there's more information about the company, or if they change something, maybe I'll revisit it again. But I will say that the whole compensation plan thing, that's a huge red flag. I really don't like their marketing tactics. I don't like that they're targeting moms specifically. I don't like that they're giving the MLM so much credit. They're using women empowerment as a way to sell the opportunity. I don't like it. Maybe I'll revisit this deep dive in the future, because maybe in the future there will be more information. But that's all that I have for you guys today. Let me know if you've ever heard of Crunchi before, which I really don't like the name of the company, because why would you name your makeup, beauty, cosmetics company Crunchi? It just sounds gross. Unless if like I said, unless if my hunch is correct that they're trying to target crunchy moms and crunchy parents. That's the only thing I could think of. But let me know if you've ever heard of it before. Let me know if you've ever been a part of it, because I have yet to meet someone who's been a part of it. And yeah, and if you have the compensation plan, if you're an ex-rep and you have a recent compensation plan, feel free to send that to me. I would love to take a look at it, and maybe I'll make a follow-up video to this as well, depending on what's in the compensation plan. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. This is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye!